Okay, good evening, everyone. You're welcome to class today. I want to believe everybody can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, can I see LC in the chat box? Can you type in LC in the chat box? If you can hear me loud and clear. Perfect, perfect. So I have just shared my screen right now. If you can see my screen as well, can you please put SS in the chat box? If you can see my screen, please just put SS in the chat box. Then I know you can see my screen. Then remove. Perfectly perfect. Good. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. So good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. You are welcome to today's class. We are continuing our class on Power BI, from data to insights. I remain my humble self, Abdullah Ololu Bankole. And it's really a pleasure for me to actually train people on Power BI. Most people actually just see Power BI dashboards online, or even just hear people talking about Power BI, really knowing what Power BI is all about, or how powerful Power BI is, or how it really works. So that's why I took it upon myself that we should have a free session for somebody. Maybe this year, I intend to just give back to the society. I've been training since close to 5 6 years now, and I just decided to do something for free. Yes, yes. So I think I've been having a lot of free classes, but usually they are usually women centered. 2 years ago, I started training women free of charge on using the Get Bondi platform. We trained over 500 women in Nigeria only 2 years ago. And last year, we also did that. We took that out of Nigeria, we took that to the whole of Africa, and we were able to train, I think, more than 500 as well, out of just within Africa alone. So probably this year, during that time, we should be able to open it up to the world. So yeah, and the training is not just on Power BI. We trained them on Microsoft Excel, Power BI, SQL, reports writing, and quite a lot of things. So it's my pleasure to be here, opening this up to people, everybody, free of charge, male, female, Nigerians, South Africans, South Sudanese, Kenyans, Ugandans, a lot of people from everywhere, Ghanaians. So thank you all for being with me today in class. So when last week we started our Power Query or data cleaning side of things, right? And if you are following this series, you will notice that we started talking about Power BI first. Then from there, we then move on to talking about the numbers, right? We talk about what data is, how data really is all about. We talked about rows, we talked about columns, we talked about all these beautiful things. Now, all these things that we did then, they're just to prepare our mind for what's to come. Because when you understand the foundation of things, you'll be able to mount a very good building on it. Now, today, last week, we then move ahead to bringing in a data. So I created a data set for us that is very, very unique and very, very explanatory, but with a simple real life scenario basis. So what I did was that I had a phone shop, I had a model, and then I created that model. So the data set, what is going to be there is what is very common. Common data errors, right? That is common within everybody, that every single human being will do. And how do we clean them in Power BI? And that is why I had brought it in, and I'll be using it for the classes. And I'm very sure those of us that watched last or that were with us last week, you have understood when I told you that 80% of our reports, 80% of our data analysis is actually about what? Data cleaning. You can see how long it's taking us for us to do one thing almost 5, 6, 7 times and everything like that. So we're going to continue, and by the special grace, we are going to be finishing everything today. So how do we go back to the Power Query editor? That is where we're starting from now. When you all open your Power BI, you're going to have these fancy side of things, right? Or you have all this. But how do I go back to my Power Query editor? There are two ways. First is you can just right click here and say edit query. When you say edit query, it takes you to your Power Query editor. That's very fast, right? very, very fast. In case you don't know, you can do that. Another method is you come up here to this place that says transform data. So when you say transform data, just click on it. It takes you directly there to the same what? To the same place. So those are two ways in which you can access the Power Query editor. Please, are we following everybody? If you are following, can I see show of hands? Can I see F in the chat box? F for follow in the chat box. Perfect. Good. And I believe everybody can see the screen clearly and you can see the wordings very well this time around. Okay. Yes, good. Perfect. Good. Okay. Let me also do something too. Okay, everything is okay. Okay, good. So let me hide this. This is not needed here. Good. So now, here we have the different columns, right? And we have the different rows attached. We've been able to do quite a lot of cleaning to this data set. It's a very, very dirty data. I intentionally did it like that so that we can be able to talk about different things as we are progressing. Is that understood? So now let us all take it one after the other. We stopped at city, right? So when we get to city now, we notice that I think we've already done everything we need to do in city. So there's no issue. So the next thing for us to look at is the product. Now, at the product side of things, what we should know is that if you look at products, what type of data is products, everybody? I want somebody to raise their hand, then I call them. What type of data, what data type is products? Yes, Abdulhamid, Bashir, Suleiman.
Yes, sir. Is a text. The data type is text.
The data type is text. Thank you very much, Abdulhamid. It's text is text or strings. Now, if we look at it, when things are in text, usually it's very easy to solve, right? So let's take it. Now, if you look at text now, but what do you notice? Do you notice any issue with the text? So this time around, I want a lady. So do you notice any issues with the text? What data issue are you seeing? Okay, I see Rokoya Abioye hands is up. Tell me. What issue are you seeing?
Some are written in full uppercase and some are full lower cases and some are the words are started with upper cases and normal.
Good. So we can see some of them are in uppercase, some of them are in lowercase, some of them are in full. So there's irregularity in the cases, isn't it, everybody? So how do we now change that? So I think we did something very similar to this the last time we were in class. So let's try to have it done today. So how do we change that? So what do? You click on your product easily. You right click on it and then you come down to transform and then you say what? Capitalize each word. It's as simple as I say capitalize each word. So when you say capitalize each word, that makes everything back to uniformity. So we have it like this. That is the first data cleaning step. Another thing is once you have done that, you know everything is the same now, right? Next thing is let's check the product. Are we sure that everything is the same? See, this data is very dirty. I'm glad I just punished myself. See, watch this. So you can see we have Bluetooth speaker, BT speaker, car holder, charger. Now you have earpiece, earphones, earpiece together, flash drive, phone case, phone charger. So you can see phone with F, phone with F again. Then we have laptop bag, mem card, memory card, and the rest. So I think I should have even given this as assignment for all of you to have done this. It didn't come to my mind. But right now, I think that's what I will do. So your assignment is you actually clean up this city data, or if you still have time at the end of today, because I still have a lot of other things I want to introduce so that we can go ahead with it. But they are just easy. They are just the same thing we did last week. That we're cleaning one after the other. So I hope you're all clear. So you know that you are replacing values, you're changing the values, you're replacing them, and that gets things done. So now let's go to this side. So we are done with majority of everything we talked about now. They are all textile based, they are all text in nature, right? The data type is text. You can all see that. So now we are going to another big boy. We are going to quantity. So first of all, you ask yourself, what is the first question you ask yourself? Like I usually tell you, what is the data type of this column? So look at the quantity column now. Everybody, or a lady, raise your hand. What is the data type for quantity? What is it meant to be? Yes, Rukoya, you raised your hand earlier. I don't want you again. Okay, Oluwanishola, tell me. Oluwanishola.
Integer, sir.
Integer. So quantity is meant to be in integer. Perfect. But instead, we are seeing it as what? As ABC, as text. So what's going on? Is it that Power BI does not quickly detect that something is wrong? Okay, let's see what happened. So for us to do that, before you start converting from here to say whole number, before you do that, right, you need to first, you can see that there's an error now. Can you see that there's error? Do you see that there's an error? So you don't rush to do that. When you have seen the majority of them, it's already showing that something is wrong somewhere or some mistake is somewhere. So what you first do is you first use your filter icon. You use your what? Your filter. When you use your filter, now you can see. Okay, you have blank normally, but then you see somebody, instead of them to write 3 as letters, as numbers, they wrote THREE 3 and TWO 2. So you can see 3 is also correct as 3. But then one is integer and one is what? Text or string. And when you have that type of disparity, it means your data is not clean. So you need to make sure you follow a single standard. Are we following everybody? So what do? Same thing I did earlier. I'm going to do what? I can just filter out all, then pick 3 and 2, right? Say okay. So when you pick 3 and 2, you say okay, now you have your 3 and 2s. You can click on 3, right click on it, and what do you do to it? You replace the value. So what do you want 3 to be? You want 3 to be as what? As 3. Simple, right? And then you just say okay, and 3 becomes 3. Then 2, replace value again as 2. Okay, and say okay, and that changed that. Then remember that you have filtered earlier, so you want to remove the filtering so that everything will go line in line. So I just uncheck the filtering. Are you sure you want to do this step? Yes, I want to do this step. Then I say okay. Then the step is deleted. Now I have my stuff. Now let's see again. Let's filter now. On filter, we saw everything is okay, it's perfect. Now the question now is, what do we do to the blanks? The question is what? What do we do to the blanks? I'll ask that question. I'll make that a general question. So what do we do to the blanks? Anybody? Yes, Mr. Richard. What do you think we should do?
Based on last class, we had to rename all the blanks because the blanks contains data as well.
Okay, so what do you want us to rename blank to now, in this case or in this regard? Because you need to know that blank is now is the number we are talking about. So what do you want to rename it as now?
If anybody can help answer that.
So apparently you can't rename blank now. You can't rename for numbers. So do you want to say no quantity? It is going back to what we just changed now. Everything has to be in. Yeah, so people are already saying it in the comment section. Thank you, Titi Lope. Either you change to 0 or you ignore. So either you change to 0 or you ignore. You change to 0 or you ignore. You pick one. But let's first check the blanks. Let's see what is happening. So you need to explore your data as well. So if you look at it now, it's blank. But if you look at this place, there's unit price there. And if you look at this place, there is total amount there. What do you think happened? There's the quantity is truly blank, but there's unit price and there's total amount. Meaning one of these is 1,447, and the total amount is 2,008 that was bought. So I think maybe they bought two of it, right? So what's going on? You can see that there's an issue, isn't it? So you see this one, we'll come back to it. But let's first adjust everything one after the other first. Remember this place. So remember that there are some quantities that are blanks that we need to give value to. Is that understood, everybody? Is that understood? So you can see the way I did it. If I change all this to 0 now, do you know that I've destroyed my data myself? If I change all this to 0, and if I'm ignoring, actually, there are really quantities. This one was bought 2, this one is 3, this one is 2 again, this one is 2 as well, This one is 2. This one is 2. You can. How do I know it's 2? Because I'm trying to use my head to do the to do the calculation, and it goes on like that. So you don't just assume. You explore. That's what we are doing. It's called exploratory data analysis. We are trying to explore our data, and it's in the exploration of your data that you are going to be doing the cleaning of that data, because that's where you're going to be seeing the errors. That's where you're going to be seeing the issues. What is happening? What is not happening? What is working? What is not working? Are you following? So I want somebody to help me note it down. So let me also note it down here myself. And we're going to be doing what? Quantity empty. Good. So I've noted it down. So in the meantime, we're going to leave it as is, or we can just change it to, let's change it from blank to 0. Why? Because okay, no, it's not going to be an issue. It's okay. So we can just convert it to both numbers, and then we are good. See, no error. We are perfect. Perfect. We are good. Everything is okay now. So the only issue that I can see this null. So the null actually means there is nothing there. It's empty. Null means empty. Null does not mean 0. Null means it is empty. So you can see that that place is actually empty. If I put 0 there, 0 is a number. 0 is a value. But null is not a value. Do you understand? Are you following me? Now let's go. Good. 1 minute. Now let's go. So we are done with quantity. Now let's see unit price. Aha, another set of headache. Okay, so unit price, same question I asked earlier, same question I'm going to be asking now. For the men in the class, unit price is supposed to be which data type? Unit price is supposed to be which data type? The men in class. Hello, can anybody hear me? Okay, it's like the men are very gentle. They don't want to talk in class. Okay, my wonderful women, my wonderful women, tell me. Raise your hands, tell me.
It's number.
It's number. Yes, it's supposed to be in number, numerical data type. So either it's going to be as a numerical data type, basically. But what are we noticing here? We are noticing some disparities. We are seeing some places are in N, some places are in Naira sign, some of them have comma, some of them have NGN. Can you imagine? Some of them have NGN and the rest.
Some currency at all.
Some of them don't even have currency at all. So you see, in this case, let me tell you something now. When you have stuffs like this, the best thing for you to do is that you remove all the currency totally. You remove any form of what? Currency totally. Because in your Power BI itself, you can add the currencies back. Are you following? So that you don't give yourself headache from here, remove all the currencies if you can remove them. But you'll be able to remove them. So remove them as much as possible. Now, the thing is, total price and unit price and total amount, they look similar. So I'm going to try to do the two of them at once. Right? So how do I do that? I'm going to click on unit price. I'm going to click on total amount. When I do that, you can say, how did I do it? I'll do it again. I click on unit price. I press control. Then I click on total amount. That has highlighted the two of them for us. You can see it has highlighted the two of them for us. Then I can now do what I want to do. So what is it that I want to do? So there are some things. Let us even first check. What are the things we need to clean? Before I even do that, what are the things I want to clean? Sorry about that. What are the things I want to clean? One minute. Sorry about that. So what are the things I want to clean? So what are the things I want to clean? How do I know the things I want to clean? I go to my unit price like this, and then I just filter. Now, when I filter, let us look at things that we are noticing. First of all, we have this minus here. We can see minus. Let's go down. Okay. Now you can see some of them are in N. So we have N. Let's say N. That is obvious. N. Now from N, what else are we seeing? ngn, we have n, we have ngn. Then what else? Then we have the naira sign. So we have n, we have ngn. To remove all that first. Let's start with that. So because n is inside ngn, it will be safer that we do ngn first, or the naira sign first. Following. So I think we are so lucky that all of them is actually up. So I can just hold my control button, press the two of them, then I can go to one. I can only go to one. Let me just go to one here. This first one. I can say replace values. Now I'm not replacing 5233. I just want to replace n, so I can delete the remaining one. Then I'm replacing it with nothing. So we are replacing with nothing. Just put n or ngn rather. So we are working with ngn right now. So ngn. Since we are replacing it with nothing, what do? We just say okay. Chaka. Okay, that did it for only that side. Okay, so that means we need to do this. We need to do it separately then. So if you look at this one now, and we go all through, we should not be able to see any more ngn. Perfect. There's no more ngn here. So we only have n and yes, n and naira. So we do it again. Right click. Sorry. Now it's time. We've removed the ngn. What remains is the naira sign. So this is the naira sign here. Replace values. Now remove all these numbers and say okay. Once you do that, the naira goes. Then what remains now is the n. So if I say replace values, then I remove the n, right? Then we say okay. Perfect. Now we are good. Oh yeah, let me now pick this. Let's change this to numbers. Let's see what will happen first. Okay, we are good, but we still have error. So let's see. So if I want to see the error, to know what is going on, I can right click and say keep errors. So I can just click here. I will not click on the error itself. I'll just click here. And you can see that minus. You can see the minus. When I click here, I'm not clicking on error. I'm clicking on top of. You can see what I'm clicking on. I'm not clicking on the error. I click on this error to load everything and give me a headache. Just click on top of it. You will see the value down here. See another one. /a. Let's see. Minus. So the minus. So let's start with the minus before we go to /a. So let's first do this. So let's remove the change type as well. So we are back here. So what remains now is the minus. Remember minus. So what do? Unit price, come here. It's supposed to be a minus somewhere. Now I can't see the minus again. So let's say minus, and yes, the minus is there. Click on minus and let's see. So right click, replace values. Then we are maybe minus to nothing, right? Then we just say okay, and the minus goes. It removes all the minuses. We are good. So let's show the filter, delete it, and there we are good. Now let's see again. I think it remains what other one? /any, right? So let's actually see whether it's there. /a, good. Some people will be wondering, is this how I'm going to be doing in my place of work like this? Yes, so see, in my place, while I was working in a company in Nigeria, it took me close to 3 months before we could say we have a fully clean data. How many months? 3 months. Going to work every single day. Every day, you are cleaning one new data or the other. So I'm talking from experience now. Yes, there are some of them. You can see those ones. Like, if you remember in context, I said, let us ignore for it. There are some times that you just say, let us ignore this one for now. Let's go and do those big ones first. And there are some times that, those big ones, let us leave them for now. Then you go to the smaller ones. So you can see, we have cleaned all that. And we are good. So we are good. So now we can remove the filtered row. And let's try to now convert this to whole number. Good. So you can see everybody. Now we are good. 2% empty, 98% valid, no issues any longer. So I would want all of you to actually replicate that for total amount as well. So assignment number 1, you're cleaning on products. Assignment number 2, you're cleaning total amount yourself. Good. So because next class, you just say that I've done it. So I'm not going to do it for you. But the issue is the same thing. So total amount and products, you're cleaning that up yourself. So let's go. Now let's go to payment. So let's see payment. Do we have any issues with payment, everybody? Is there any issue? Did we notice anything with payment? Let us look at it though. It can be hiding in plain sight.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, who is that? Tell me. What issue do you notice? Just raise your hand and I call you. What issue do you notice? Yes, Grace. Eroguaye Grace. Eroguaye Grace, tell me.
Wahala. My network. Oh.
I can hear you.
Okay. I noticed the payment. There is star 737
Yes.
on one side.
Star 737. Yeah, it's a payment method now. Star 737 payment method now.
It can be changed to maybe USSD.
Perfect. You can change star 737 to what? To USSD. Good. So we can note that down. Okay, what else? Okay, that's from your own end. Thank you very much. So you're saying we should change star 737 to what? To USSD. Perfect. Any other person? Who else is noticing anything? Yes, Winnie. Winnie Venuzzo from South Sudan. Tell me, Winnie, what do you notice?
Yeah, mine I think is the format of the text, because I can see some USD is written in capital and another is written in small. I don't know if that.
Good. So that is the perfect one as well. The text as well. The text as well. So we need to go into the text as well. So let's see the text as well. So first, let's start with the text. Let's just convert it from this to what? To text. I said text filters. So just run it. Then you go to transform. Then click on what? Capitalize each words. Yeah, I think it's much okay like this. Then let's see. Filter again. So even first check what you've done. Star 737 star 901 ATM bank transfer card cash POS transfer TRF USSD. So USSD 901 737 is the same thing, isn't it? They're all the same thing. TRF is also transfer. So let's start with let's say star 737 replace value with what? USSD. So USSD, perfect. What else? Then we have TRF, right? Transfer. So I can even just right click on transfer. Since I know what I'm looking for, I can say, so instead of transfer to be up, transfer can be down. And I say here, I say here, TRF, right? And say okay. Good. So we have those TRF are gone. What else do we have? We have bank transfer. So they are, you see, in this case now, this is where your domain knowledge will come in now. Everybody, we have bank transfer and then we have transfer. Should we leave it to be the same, or we should separate them? I want to hear from you. Are they the same or they are different? Tell me. Are they the same or they are different? So Martha, wait, hold on. Martha is the one who raised her hand. So Martha, talk to me.
Okay, I think they are the same, because it cannot be two bank transfer. Bank is bank.
Bank is bank. Okay, thank you, Martha. Let me hear from Winnie before I give my own final verdict.
So I think they can be different, because you can have a bank transfer and you can also have a transfer.
Okay, that is from you. Okay, thank you, Winnie. So one last person, promise. Let me hear from you.
Okay, so I think they are different. You can transfer from the bank, just like Winnie said. You can also do POS transfer. Yeah, you can also do ATM transfer.
Thank you. You see what you just explained has even given me what I wanted to explain. So everybody, this is why I say domain knowledge is very, very important. You see, everything that happened there, one way or the other, they're all transfers. Yes or no? But logically, we know that when we use our phone app to do the transfer, that means that is ordinary transfer. But when you go to the bank, you write out transfer teller or something, you give it to them that transfer this amount from my bank account to this bank account. That is the one that is called what? Bank transfer. So in this case, you will leave it separately. Is that understood, everybody? Because cash is also transfer. You're just transferring your cash to another person. Card, you not transfer, you click in card. It's transfer, you click now. Your POS is actually point of sales transfer. Are you following? But in our mind, we already know that when we have ordinary transfer, it means we use our phone app to do the transfer. And then we have bank transfer. It means we went into the banking hall. Now, inside the banking hall, we filled a teller and then we made some transfer of money. This is that understood, everybody. If it's understood, can I see show of hands? Perfect. So one last issue. There's one small issue there. The issue is the 901. So let's just filter 901. And then right click on 901 and say 901 should be what? Transfers. No, USSD. Good. And then we say okay. And then we remove the filter from the filtered rows. And we are good. So if you look at it now, we have blank. We don't know how those ones did. We have ATM, bank, card, cash, POS, transfer, and USSD. So do you think we should change the blank, or let's even check the blanks first? Wow, they're much. Okay, they're not that much. They're just 27 items in 1,000. So what do you think we should do to this one? We can leave it like this. We can still leave it. So it's show as blank. So now, at the end of the day, it is when you are doing your data cleaning that you're going to know the issues of data governance that you're having. Now you can see somebody is not feeling something somewhere. So for example, I might be a senior data analyst. I'm working on this report. The next thing for me to do is to question data entry people. That's why you see mails flying around. Oh, why haven't you filled this? Why haven't you filled that? We need this information. Because the truth of the matter is that you don't have this information and you need the information. I told you that we're going to have a blend of both your work experience and practicality. That's what I'm here for you. So once you have seen something like this, you extract those ones out, you send it to the necessary people in your place of work where you are working. Are you following? You don't assume, because by the time we start doing the calculation or by the time we start doing the analysis, you will see that we don't assume. You must not assume. You must know which is which. Is very, very important. So we're going to leave it as blank at the moment, or we can just say no payment method. Or should we leave it at the moment? I don't want to remove the blank space. But let's just say no payment method. So we know that, oh, those ones are the ones that we don't have any payment method for them. So let's just say replace this and say no payment method. Oh, it's a bit too long though, but I can always come back to change it. No payment method. Good. Then we say okay, and we are good to go. Perfectly perfect. So if you go down, you see everything, we are good. Now let's go to the big boy. The big boy. Dates. So one thing is, I think I did not put cognizance to dates issues. So I think the date is looking clean. But some of you, your dates might not be clean. So some people ask me, I think somebody messaged me and said, Mr. Bankole, I tried to do this thing. I said, that's very good, thumbs up. But I'm having an issue with the date. So what happened with the date? The date is okay now. He said, no. He said date is giving him error when it converts to date. So and I told him, and I'm going to tell you the same thing I told him when the person consulted me. If you look at the date and the date is looking correct, just confirm with the date. If you see down here, you have the date. 0302 2026. That is the 3rd of February 2026. So you come back here too. You see this is 1302 2024. That means the 13th day of February. So it is aligning. If I should change this my date from here to another thing entirely now, like to change the format that, okay, instead of it to come as 0302, it should be 0203. You see this place? Bambala. Everything would what? Error. Are you following me? So you need to maintain, you need to be sure of what you are doing when you're working with dates. There are still some other files. I'm still going to do one more mega, what is it called? One more mega data cleaning session. Now, this one is based on this file. This is a normal natural file. So there's another one. There's actually a file that I have prepared directly for other forms of data cleaning, because somebody also reached out to me during the weekend. Yes, you can always reach out to me. Don't worry, I'm always here for you. Another person reached out to me. They had a project and the data was looking somehow. So we need to unshape the data. So we're going to be learning about all this as well. These are things we're going to be learning in the next class. When we want to merge data together in our Power Query editor, when we have this place have this one have this one, what happens to bring them together? We'll do all that as well. When data is like this, I want to change it like this. How do we do it? We're going to be talking about it as well in next class. So everybody, thumbs up, be ready for that session. So now in this case, now for our dates, we are all good. We are all good. So the date is okay. No error. The last one is now the staff. So staff are just names of people, right? Yes, Aminat Abdurrahim, your hand is raised. Tell me.
Okay, so I noticed that in my own, what's it called, in my own data set, there are still some dates written with words like April 1st, 2024. I don't know if it's from my end or.
Okay, let me see. But I don't know why my own is picking.
I
My
think
own
you
did not
check
pick
the
something.
filter this thing, probably you see it there. Okay.
Okay, let me type April. I don't have something like that in my own. No. Could it be maybe I'm a big boy and my own Power BI? I don't really have that. You can see I'm scrolling through everything.
I also noticed that like there's some differences with the data you are using and the one we download. I don't know the one I downloaded, but like it's just some little discrepancies. Just like this now, you have new words, we have words in our own.
I didn't change, but I know that you see this step here, this cell that says change type will have done some things, some custom things, which I think would have happened. I'm coming. Let me come to promoted head as well. See, you can see that it was there. This it was there. So there are two things, right? Amina, there are two things that's possible to happen. So let's number 8. We see number 8, right? Number 8 is Dario Duayo. So let's see. So when it's the automated stuff changed. So let's see whether the number 8 is still there. The number 8 is Dario Duayo. Number 8 is still Dario Duayo because it's not the one that changed it. It did it on itself automatically. So you can see it did it automatically, not me. So that's why. So I think those are some of the issues are going to have that happen. But if you're the one that wants to do it yourself, it's quite easy. You can just rename it. You can just what's it called? You can just what's that thing called again? Replace the value and using the same format. Do you understand what I just said? I mean that. If you are still having the stuff there, you can replace the value and it should work. Or basically you can just click here and just dates. It might work and might not work. But replacing the value works faster. So let's see staff. Let's go to staff. What do we have? Amaka, Chidi, Emeka, Ngozi, Fatima. So the staff is okay. Yeah, the staff, they want their money. So they make sure that their name is very, 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 very correct. See them. It's a very clear thing. All of them want their commission. Yeah, let me talk. So then we have empty. So we have this one, empty. So what are these empty? Wow, 42 of them. So we can say no staff, right? So let's just come here and say we can say no staff. So why is it important that you put on this know something, know something, know something? So by the time later in the future, when you want to extract these things out, for the people that are going to be cleaning it, or that will give you the data that you require, that you need, right? For those people that will give you data that you need, when you're extracting it, it will be easier for you to extract. Oh, those people that are no staff are the people that we do not have the staff information of, or the people that the staff that actually took that transaction. Then everybody is okay about that. So I think we are done here, right? We are done here. Now, my people, I gave 2 assignments. The first one is that what? You do what? You confirm you change the total amount, and then what? The and the product. So we still have time. So should we still leave an assignment?
So what about the quantity that we were going to
Hello.
solve?
Yeah, until we do the total amount, we make sure total amount is done. Okay, can everybody hear me now? I think the network threw me out. I don't know why. So let's continue. Okay, so we are going to be leaving it as an assignment. Yes, we are going to be leaving it as an assignment. So it's going to be left as an assignment. So you work on that. So, but before we go, let me just quickly do something. Let's look at the column names. Let me just teach you how to change the column name. So if you look at it, the columns they are just there. The columns are just there. They are showing in what's it called now? In shortened form, and sometimes it's not too good professionally for them to be like that. Please, I've shared my screen. Can you confirm that I can see my screen? Can you confirm that I can also see my screen? Perfectly perfect. That's good. So let's start with that. So how do I rename the column? So just go to that column, for example, this transaction ID now. Just double click on that place. Pam pam. You can see. When you double click on it, pam pam, it allows you to do what? To change the column. So just go there and just press transaction. Then you can leave that list space or you leave it together like that. Transaction ID. Then you have cost name. So you can change this one to customer name. Here you have phone number. Yeah, phone number can still remain as phone number now. Abi? Or should make it phone the number itself. Let's make it phone number. Yeah. Then city, product is product, then quantity. Quantity can go as QTY, or you can make it quantity. Quantity. Then we have unit price, total amount. Because that's our okay. Quantity as QTY is okay to what? Any which one? Yeah, total amount. Let's make total amount. Good. So we are good. So you can see what I've done. And what I did is just to change the column names. It's very easy, very straightforward. So those are some of the things. So I think with this, we've come to the end of our cleaning of our messy Nigerian sales data. So now, remember, I gave an assignment on product and an assignment on total amount. Please let us try to do the assignment. It's for your own good, it's for your practice. I essentially left it there like that, so I can practice what we've learned. And yes, so I don't know if you have any questions. Now is the time to raise your hand. You are free to ask as many as you want within the time frame. So please, if you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hands and let's take it up together. Okay, so I have people raise hands. I have Aminat Abdurrahim. Your hand is raised. Tell me, talk to me. Hello.
That was a mistake. I turn it off.
Okay, thank you. Let me help you with that. I have Promise. Your hand is raised. Promise. How are you, Promise?
Fine, thank you. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much. So
Yeah, good
if
evening.
I have to assets that I'm working with and for two different companies, can I use same Power BI, like same platform? How do I do that, sir? Like I'm working on two data sets simultaneously, not together.
There are two different companies, so there are two different files. It's as simple, it's as simple as that. Don't bring company A and company B matter together. Don't marry, don't forcefully.
Okay, so I must be
This one
through
is
with
as
one
already.
before I can proceed to the other one.
So far, there are two different companies. So let the company A have his own data, then company B has his own data separately. Please, I beg you.
Okay, sir.
You're welcome. But you're a big woman, no? You're working with two different companies. Okay, so we have Oluwashola Otufale.
All right, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Oluwanishola. How are you?
Thank you so much for the class, sir. Fine, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, my
Yes.
question is, I don't know if it's someone relating to the class. When it comes to cleaning of data, is Excel better or Power BI? That's the question.
Yeah, well, okay, that's very good. Yes, when it comes to cleaning of data, like I told you, choice matters. There are some of them that is faster to do it here, and there are some of them that is faster to do it in Excel. Like there are some that I like doing in Excel very well. I've done everything in Excel, then bring it here. But the bad thing about Excel, so I tell you, is that we are doing it on normal Excel. It means if the data is updated and that type of error comes again, you might not be able to pick it. You might not know. But in this place, what we are doing here is automation. So if I update this data with another 1,000 row, that has all these errors that we have fixed. Are you following me? I will not need to do all those errors again. Automatically, all the steps that we have taken from this beginning till the end, we automatically work on everything again. So we are doing it just once. That's why it's always good that you take the pain at the beginning to go through each and every of your data, each and every of the column. You take the pain. But most people like to rush. I have to finish it in 3 hours. Nobody is saying you should finish a company's work in 3 hours. Take your time, you do the right thing. Because if you finish in 3 hours and you submit the wrong thing, it's not good for you. But if you take your time and you submitted the correct thing, it's good. So please, don't rush. Look at it step by step, one after the other, and make sure you do the right thing. Thank you very much, Oluwanishola, for that question.
Thank you
Any
so
other
much,
question?
sir.
You're welcome. Any other question? Any other question? Okay, so in absence of no question, everybody. So thank you very much for joining. Okay, Oluchi, yeah,
Mr. Bankole, good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. No, sorry, I joined the class late, so I heard about assignments that you give. So, which, like, what is the assignment? We are going to drop it in the WhatsApp group later.
Okay, so the assignment is that you clean column product, column total amount, product and total amount. That is the assignment. In fact, let me do something. Okay, no, let me do. I believe that you're going to know the assignment. So the assignment is what? Column product and column total amount. Clean it properly. That's the assignment that you have. Is that understood?
Okay. Yes, sir.
You're welcome. So thank you very much, everybody, for staying tuned. Please, the video class is about to end. The video will be uploaded within the next 1 or 2 hours. For those of us that have not subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel and learn with us as we go. And for those of us that also please try to share, like, put your comments. Please put your comments in the videos if you are watching it. Thank you very much. The comment means a lot to us that people are watching it and not just clicking and leaving. So put your comments. Let me know if there are any things to change. Please do let us know as well. We can't be perfect in everything, right? I think some people are actually doing that by giving me good feedback, and you notice that we have made some adjustments as well. So please, if you have some things you've noticed, thank you very much. Please do that as well. And they're good. So the goal is for this to be a wonderful experience for everybody, to enjoy the class as it goes, and to make sure that education is free for all. So thank you very much. And I really appreciate you coming to class today, and do have a wonderful evening. So bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.